drops three. It's in. She is on fire right now on the Grand Star Sports Network. And we welcome you to Loudonor Memorial Field. This is the home opener for the 2024 baseball season as the Robbinsville Black Knights host the Swain County Maroon Devils here on your exclusive source for Robbinsville athletics all year long and beyond. Of course, the Grand Star Sports Network. We're glad you're with us here on this very, very brisk yet sunny Monday afternoon. Hello, fans. Kevin Hensley with you, trying to squint through the sun as we greet you here this afternoon. The big storyline coming into today's game, and well, every season for Robbinsville, the last few years for that matter, will this be the year? Robbinsville entering its 13th season, hoping to break a drought that has lasted the past 12 years of reaching the postseason. Robbinsville placed third in the conference in 2021. That was during the COVID season, if you'll have it, and ever since then it's been unable to climb past that threshold and qualify for the playoffs. Swain County Maroon Devils are 1-1 this year, but so are the Black Knights. They picked up their first victory of the season last week at Robbinsville, a huge 7-0 win over the Tigers, and that included Graylin Orr, the starting pitcher for Robbinsville, a senior, striking out 10 Tigers, allowing just 3 hits. We'll talk more about both teams. We'll talk more about how their seasons went as we go along, but we are live here at Loudonor Memorial Field, and while we're live, we want to thank all of you for joining us here on the Grand Star Sports Network. And we're finishing up his warm-up tosses, and we're just about set to go. We've got the Swain County lineup card in front of us now, so we'll run that down as quickly as we can. Leading off will be the shortstop, Lawson Woodard. He'll be followed by the starting pitcher today, Braden Ruiz. Batting third is the catcher, Carter Hayes, and the cleanup hole is third baseman, Grady Lewis. Batting fifth is Rowan Ellis. He's the second baseman today in the sixth hole. First baseman, Forrest Schuler. 7, 8, 9 go as follows in your outfield, the opposite of the numbers assigned. It's Will Holden in right, Corey Stillwell in center, and Jones Robinson in left, making up the 7, 8, 9 spots. Enough of that. Let's go here to the field as we eagerly bring you Robbinsville baseball. First pitch of the year on Grand Star Sports, of course, is going to be a ball low and inside. Ethan Orr in his second start of the season. He started the opener at Tellico Plains last Tuesday. 1-0, grounded right back to him. Good play. He'll throw to first. Titan Teske-Teski's over there to reel it in. 2 pitches. 1 out, and we are back to our stationary cam today. We're a little short-handed, so had to run only one camera, and we do plan on, of course, expanding that as we go along. Or took the loss, of course. Robbinsville fell 11-7 over at Tellico. 7 errors in the game were a little bit costly in that cause, and as we mentioned already, Robbinsville picked up a 7-0 shutout on Thursday at Rosman. That's right in the ship. Graylin Orr had the start that day as he got the starting pitcher to chase one high and away. 0-2 count. And that one just dropped outside the zone. Looked like the umpire was going to throw it for strike 3, but changed his mind, and it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're one of those people at home, first pitch came right at 4:30 p.m. on the nose. Can't beat that. Temperature at first pitch, a balmy 66 degrees. And got in to chase one outside again, and that time it's very effective. That's the first strikeout of the day for Ethan Orr. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Bring up the catcher, Carter Hayes, in the 3-hole today. We mentioned Swain County 1-1 this year, as well as Robbinsville dropped a 4-2 opener to Mitchell on Leap Day and defeated Smoky Mountain last Thursday at Smoky Mountain, 5-3 final over the Mustangs. Hayes comes into this one with an average of 200. He's got a double and 1 RBI this year. But it's early. Stats will pad their way out as we crawl on through the campaign. As you're wondering at home, Lawson Woodard came into the game with a 250 mark. Ruiz, the senior pitcher, with a 500 mark. And that one outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. That one hit off the edge, or the inside of the bat, excuse me. Quinn Jumper takes the short pop over third base. That will do it. It's a 1-2-3. Top of the first for Robbinsville. Let's go to the bottom of the frame. We're back live from Robbinsville High School. It's a 1-2-3. Top of the first for starter Ethan Orr and the Robbinsville Black Knights. Now let's see what the Devils have to offer. Conference opener for both teams today, and quickly run down the lineup card for the Black Knights. Shortstop Graylin Orr leads off. He'll be followed by center fielder Bryce Garrison. Pitcher Ethan Orr in the 3-hole. Titan Teske at first base is batting 4th. Third baseman Quinn Jumper bats 5th. In the 6-hole is right fielder Avery Webster, Batting 7th is the catcher Dane Webster. In the 8-hole, second baseman Luke Levin. And batting 9th today will be left fielder Tyler Martinez. Bottom of the first. And that one misses. First pitch of the day coming from the Devils. That's Ruiz at the mound for Swain County. Ruiz took the loss in that opener at Mitchell County. It was a 4-2 final. Comes into today's game with a 3.50 earned run average, 6 strikeouts on the season. And that one grounded into the hole. That's trouble. Orr's got some speed, but couldn't beat that one out. Good play. Good coverage by Ruiz. 1 out. Tough play. You had to jump off the mound, make the play, turn, and fire. And Orr couldn't get to the bag before the throw. 1 out. That will summon to the plate Bryce Garrison. And a frame job by Hayes will go for naught. Count is 1-0. And Garrison tattoos that one, but it's hit right at the shortstop. And it's a wide throw to first, however. It will be an error. Garrison will reach on an E6. Austin Woodard couldn't quite get a grip on that one. And Robbinsville has the first base runner of the game. And once again, while we have a moment, we want to apologize. We have our static cam today. That's unfortunately all we got. Our stationary cam, Our static cam is still not working, and we don't have the manpower to run it anyhow. Let's bear with us. We've got about 80% of the field in the frame, and we'll let you know what's going on the parts you can't see. How about that one grounded to second base? Could be a double play, but it won't be. Throw to first a little too late. So it will go fielder choice 4-6 to erase the lead runner. Garrison will hit the dugout again, and Ethan Orr, the starting pitcher, will hang out at first base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and here's a nice surprise. It is Titan Teske making his way up to the plate. Titan Teske has been a wonderful addition to the program this year. A junior, has been absolutely blistering the ball in the first 2 games and brings a lot of fire to that dugout. And first pitch he sees here at Loudon Field is going to be popped up foul. Good crowd on hand back here behind us, and adjacent to the game today over at the track is a middle school track and field meet. So the parking lot at Robbinsville High School from one end to the other is slammed full. Couldn't shoehorn anyone else in here if he tried. Good turnout here at the field. Probably about, if I had to estimate, right around 100 fans have gathered around the perimeter. Of course, you can't see them. we're going to work on that. We're going to hopefully have our setup right where we want it the next time we come live with Black Knights Baseball. We'll open up the home portion of Robbinsville softball season tomorrow with them as they host Swain County. It's odd. Normally, teams hosted on the same day. These games split up. And that one catches the inside. Strike three. That's 3 outs. Teske caught looking. That'll do it. They leave one on. We'll go to the second. Still no score here in Graham County. All right, top of the second, fans. Welcome back. As we mentioned, it is the 4, 5, 6 holes due up for the Swain County Maroon Devils. You got Grady Lewis stepping in now, third baseman. He'll be followed by second baseman Rowan Ellis, and batting sixth is going to be Forrest Schuler. And we'll go from there. A lot of telecasts scheduled for this week, fans. We might even have a surprise one for you midweek on our Facebook page. Wink, wink, nod, nod. So keep tabs with us if you would. Here on Graham Star Sports. Low and inside. Count goes 2-0. Fouled hard down the right field line and over the fence, as a matter of fact, near the restroom area. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike. Robbinsville finished the year 7-13 last season. It was an unusual campaign for Robbinsville. First, the pitch is inside and up, 3 balls and a strike. Knights started out the year on an 0-6 run, and once they got that first W out of the way, they promptly won 6 games to get back to 500. And then from there, just could not keep the momentum going. That one drops right in front of our trainer, Ann Smallwood. Got her head on a swivel, and I'm glad. We need her. Count runs to full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the offering. Swing and a miss, and Orr wins the battle. Good job by Ethan Orr. 2 strikeouts today for the senior, Ethan Orr. And that'll summon Rowan Ellis to the plate with 1 out. Breaking ball goes a little bit too much to the outside part of the plate. Want to know the count. Ellis comes into the game with a 200 average. He's got 1 hit this year. No home runs, no RBIs. 2-0 from Orr. Up and away, 3-0. Orr having a little bit of control issues here in this at bat. Let's hope that's a temporary hiccup. It's a 4-pitch walk, so Rowan Lewis will take off for first base. First free pass of the day issued to either side. 1 out here in the top of the second. Orr had 6 strikeouts in that loss at Tellico Plains on Tuesday. That's 6 days ago, and good pickoff play. It helps when you're a lefty. That's a quick snap to first base. No pitch offered as of yet to Forrest Schuler. Schuler has not recorded an average yet. 6 at bats this year. Still looking for his first hit. 1-0 count. A 3 3/4 step lead over at first by Ellis. They're going to keep a good tab on him. He's not leaning too hard, though. Back in a couple of skips. Teske right there to reel it in. And in the base spot today, Quinn Jumper over at the hot corner. Orr at shortstop. Luke Lovin at second base. Counts 2-0 on Schuler. Fly ball, shallow right field. It's going to drop. Nobody called for it, and that's trouble. Lovin might have had a crack at it, but deferred to Avery Webster, and the ball drops right in front of him. We're shaking his head in disgust. It's an unfortunate break for Ethan Orr. Would have been a tough play. They'll still call it a single, but might have been a chance at it. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And that one right in there, 0-1. Back at the plate is Will Holden. He is manning right field today for the Maroon Devils. That one ripped right through the hole. That's going to be right into left field. Tyler Martinez throws it to third base. Jumper bats it down, and nobody runs home. Wow. Bases are chocked full of Swain County runners, and Ethan Orr is feeling the heat from the Devils here in the top of the second inning. And Corey Stillwell, the center fielder, Stillwell Angel, is looking to bust this one wide open for Swain County. All right, back to the fence. Counts 0-1. The loose ball here to our right. Find it for a minute. Camera a little off center as well. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get it fixed back as quick as we can. Counts 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one called play. 0-2. One out on the board for Swain County, the leadoff strikeout. Since then, they've had 3 in a row reach base. One inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll shake that camera out as quick as we can get another extended break here on the Grand Star Sports Network. Bear with us. 1-2. Swung on and missed. He chased one low and away. Orr's got 3 strikeouts and ice in his veins so far. Able to bat off trouble here in the top of the second, but still one more task ahead of him, and that is left fielder Jones Robinson. Batting in the 9 hole for the Maroon Devils. Strike right down the belt line, 0-1. So taking all the way. Devils have them loaded, and I'm sure if you're Swain County, do not want to leave them in that situation. That one way inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets his left foot back on the rubber, looks in. Dane Webster throws him a signal. Here's the pitch. It's upstairs. Slipped away, I believe, from Orr. He's looking a little shoveled at the ball, but I think he's going to stick with it. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. And Webster snags that one on the outside part of the plate. 2-2. Ethan Orr 1 pitch away from escaping this jam. Nicely, I might add. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Ethan Orr with some strikeouts. He ends up ultimately striking out the side here in the top of the second. The Devils leave them loaded. Bottom of the second is upon us. It is no score here in Robbinsville. Back live for the bottom of the second. Kevin Hensley with you here on GrahamStarSports.com. We're glad you're with us on this Monday afternoon from Graham County. Leadoff hitter is Quinn Jumper. That one saunters away from the plate. Jumper with a .286 average this year. He has 2 hits and an RBI to his credit. Pitch from Ruiz in the dirt. Jumper offered at it. 1-1 the count. 5, 6, 7 holes are due up for the Black Knights. It'll be Jumper followed by Avery Webster and then Dane Webster. Breaking ball, that one danced, and they thought caught the plate, but just missed it. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Jumper had a hard cut on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ernie Wolf over here to my left is getting her steps in, running between the track meet and the baseball game here at Robbinsville today. Right down the belt line, jumper caught looking, and that's technically back-to-back strikeouts for Ruiz between the first and the second, and both of them were caught looking for that matter. One gone. Throw to first was a little errant and way off screen, and umpire is having to chase the loose ball down in foul territory. He's got it now. 1 out, nobody on. Avery Webster going here trying to make a difference in this scoreless ball game. 1 hit, 2 hits, I beg your pardon, both to Swain so far. An odd cut at that. The defensive swing there. Count is 0-1. Oh, a right pass for Ruiz. Webster chugging. He's not going to be able to make it. Fielded nicely, I might add, by Ellis, and Schuler breaks his heart over at first. 1 out. Or 2 outs now, I beg your pardon. And that summons catcher Dane Webster to the plate. McLovin in the on-deck circle. Should the inning continue. Popped up a mile high and disappears somewhere in this massive field back here behind us at Loudon-Orr Memorial Field. This facility opened 2011 and is a pristine field, to say the least. That one behind Webster gets a little heat from the dugout for not wearing the ball, but he would have had to jump out of the box to take the plunk. A little too obvious. Can't do that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike on Dane Webster. Lovin will be followed by Tyler Martinez in the bottom part of the order for Robbinsville. Swing and a miss. Webster offering hard at that. Low and inside. Pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Webster looking for his first hit of the year as well. He does have an RBI to his credit, however. And that one fouled ever so slightly off the catcher. Carter Hayes walks over and scoops it up. Onward we go. Still 2-2 here on Grand Star Sports. Check swing in the dirt. They're going to say he went. No contestment at first, and has 3 strikeouts today for Ruiz. All looking, I might add. So he's froze 3 black knights. We'll head to the third. Still no score here in Graham County. A little bit of an extended break in between innings as Dane Webster, the last batter at the plate, had to get his catcher's gear back on. So we took a few extra moments away, and we're back live from Robbinsville High School on GrahamStarSports.com. Top of the third is upon us. Still no score between the Swain County Maroon Devils and the Robbinsville Black Knights. The Devils back up to the top of their card. Lawson Woodard grounded back to Ethan Orr on the second pitch of the game. He'll lead off. 1 hop to Graylin Orr. Fires to first. Good play. 1 out. Four strikeouts today for Ethan Orr. And starting pitcher Brody Ruiz over my left here, just off screen, about to greet Woodard as he jogs off the field. There he comes in. Has 3 strikeouts, all looking against Robbinsville. So sort of a pitcher's duel emerging here. Bases got loaded for Swain in the second. And Orr fought his way out of it with a pair of strikeouts. That's a high pop-up, mile high to third baseman Quinn. Jumper, he'll reel it in. Two pop-outs to the junior third baseman, two gone. Carter Hayes will try to slow down this quick top of the third inning. Two pitches, two outs. Foul back to the fence. Dane Webster will retrieve it. Count is 0-1. Left to right in the outfield, Martinez, Bryce Garrison, and Avery Webster. Outside. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike. And that'll run it 2-1. That one got away from Webster. Back with you tomorrow across campus at Judy Nichols Memorial Field, Robbinsville Swain softball. You can come right here to Grand Star Sports. And time called late in the game. He steps out and adjusts his uniform, gets the nervous energy out of his body, and here we go, 2-1. Talk more about the upcoming schedule in just a second as Hayes pops that one 1.5 miles high. Jumper with plenty of time. Back-to-back putouts for Quinn Jumper. It's a 1-2-3, top of the third. We'll touch on our streaming schedule when we come back. We'll go to the bottom of the third here live at Loudoun Memorial Field. No score between Swain and Robbinsville. Bottom of the third, Luke Levin steps in to begin things. First offering from Ruiz will be outside. Ball 1. 8-9 holes due up for the Black Knights. It'll be Levin, Tyler Martinez, and Graylin Orr due up for Robbinsville. That one catches the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Low. They get the call. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ethan Orr erased the Maroon Devils last inning on a scant 7 pitches. That one caught on an odd backspin just out of our camera view. And that's first out of the inning. Technically a pop out to the pitcher, but it was about 10 feet off the ground. Here's Martinez. He slings it one way inside, almost on the gloves. Count is 0-1. Brent Eisenhower, the head coach at third base. Here's the pitch. And gets out of Hayes' glove. 1-1 the count. His father, Gary Eisenhower, is down the first baseline. That is your coaching staff this year. Knights have lost some coaching members in the offseason. Just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Got by Martinez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martinez looking for his first hit of the year. He has scored a run for Robbinsville this season. Sophomore. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Martinez gets on base. He is speedy. That will be beneficial in this tight ball game. And it'll be a fly ball, shallow right field. It's going to drop. And played right off the hop into the glove. Martinez will reach on the difficult single. First hit of the day for the Black Knights. Comes here in the bottom of the third at the bottom of the order. And let's see what senior Graylin Orr can do with it. Orr coming into today's game was batting .375, 3 hits, 1 RBI, and a double to his credit so far. Inside, that one raked hard to the left side, fouled 0-1 in his first at bat, or rounding back to the pitcher. One. Now back to the fence. 0-2 the count. Our camera's going to work out today. Rouse Garrison nice enough to jog over from the on-deck circle and scoop up the stray ball. Once again, we'll readjust things when we get a free moment. 0-2. Fly ball, center field. It's going to drop in the gap. Or blistered that one off the top of the bat. Martinez coming around third. Eisenhower waving him home. He'll chug in. It's going to be a plate to plate. He'll be out. Oh, my. Harry Hayes didn't even have to crouch down on that one. That one came in plenty of time. Beat Martinez by several steps. It will still be a double nonetheless for Orr. They keep a base runner on, but the first run of the ball game will not be sufficient. It's still no score. Nice put out, good relay from center field. It was a 8-4-2 relay in your scorebook. Martinez trying to score all the way from first base on that one. Garrison came into today's game with a 286 average. He's at the plate now, 2 hits, 3 runs across for Bryce Garrison. Garrison, one of the seniors on this program this year. 1-1 pitch coming. Right down Main Street. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Mile high pop up. And it bounces off the concrete. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, frame job by Hayes looked good. 2-2 count, however. Or at second. Inside, Garrison wisely laid off. That one broke inside from the word go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Should Danny keep going? Ethan Orr in the on-deck circle. Garrison chops that one foul. Stays alive. 3-2 count. And a breaking ball froze him. Oh, man, and the fans here not too happy with that call. Neither is Garrison, but it's another strikeout looking for today for Ruiz, all freezing the batters on the 3rd strike. 1 stranded. We'll go to the 4th. Still no score here in Robbinsville. As the Gramstar Sports Network streams not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 varsity sports for Robbinsville High School all year long. And we more than willingly give back a portion of the proceeds to the program you buy a ticket to watch. So we welcome you back to Loudon Orr Memorial Field. Any purchases today will go back into the pocket of the Black Knights baseball program. Top of the 4th, counts 1-1. Leadoff hitter in the inning is Grady Lewis. He'll be followed by Rowan Ellis and Forrest Schuler. That's your 4, 5, 6 batters coming up here in the 4th. In this scoreless ball game, both teams have 2 hits. Both pitchers have 4 strikeouts. Both teams have no runs. 2-1 the count. Low and in, count goes to 3 balls, 1 strike. That's the legendary Matt Webster running our scoreboard today. Caleb Turpin has been called out of retirement. Called himself a has-been. I'll not use that term. To run the game changer to crunch the stats. As Mr. Lewis draws a leadoff walk here in the top of the fourth. That's only the second walk issue today by Ethan Orr. Beautiful game here so far being pitched by both pitchers. Neither team can break through. Robbinsville threatened with a double, one-out double, I should say, in the bottom of the third. Tyler Martinez gunned down at the plate, trying to score the game's first run. 1-0 is the count. Orr checks the runner, pitch, up and away, ball 2. Almost a pitch out if you'll have it. That one's called to be outside, I believe, by Dane Webster. They're wanting to keep a close eye on Lewis. Lewis struck out his last at bat. I can see the plate right now. Ellis drew the other walk of this ball game so far, and it's looking like a third one's on the way. Let's hope not for Robbinsville's sake. It's 3-0 count. Four-pitch walk. Or can't find the zone here in the top of the fourth. And Forrest Schuler and the Maroon Devils want to make him pay for issuing back-to-back free passes. Still no outs. The pitch. Bunt will come up and down. Orr makes a good play. Throw to first. 1-3 putout will advance the runners 90 feet apiece. And Swain's got 2 in score position now. Smart play by the Devils there. Just 1 out in the top of the fourth inning. Will Holden, the right fielder, will look to erase the goose egg from the Devils' part of the scoreboard. Swing and a miss. Heavy cut. Holden was swinging for the house atop the hill, as I like to call it. It's in the top left corner of your screen. Wide, double wide that overlooks the field. High pitch. Good stop by Webster. That saved a run easily. It helps when your catcher is about 6'3", 6'4" behind the plate. You can lean out of his stance and snag balls that are sailing away. Counts 1-1. And that one inside, that's going to be a wild pitch. And I believe they're still going to say, I beg your pardon. Well, they're going to say that Mr. Holden was hit by the pitch, so the run that came in will not count. And still going to have to hang tight, will the score here in the fourth. But for the second straight inning, the Maroon Devils have loaded the bases. And Orr's got a jam to get out of again. 1 out. Fly ball, way foul. It'll be around the batting cages. The owner of Ford Pinto is going to be very upset. No, I'm just joking. That didn't hit anybody's car. Hit the top of the batting cage. Counts 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Counts 0-2. Batter Corey Stillwell. Stillwell struck out his last time at the plate. That was part of that second inning. And how about that strikeout? Back-to-back strikeouts against Mr. Stillwell today. Or 1 out away from getting out of this jam again. Low and caught the far of the plate, though. Good job. Good paint job, I should say. Jones Robinson, the batter, he struck out his last time up. 0-2. Orr is grinding here on the Grand Star Sports Network. 5 strikeouts today. Bases loaded Devils want to cash in, no doubt. 0-2 pitch on the way. Upstairs. Good game to chase it. Here's the pitch. 1-2 is going to be fouled somewhere out of the vicinity of the ball field. And I see Lena Pagan back here behind us. Had her on the Grand Star last week, along with several of the college athletes that have moved on to play at the next level. And boy, did Jones Robinson finally crack the game opener. What? Here comes a hard throw home. One hop, and he'll score 2 runs. It's a 2-run double coming into plate. Runs for Swain County, Grady Lewis and Rowan Ellis. Devils have broke through on a 2-run double. It's 2-0. And now Austin Woodard looks to continue the fun. Boy, Ethan Orr just about got out of his second jam in as many innings. Couldn't crack it. Swain still has 2 on with 2 out. Now a 2-0 ball game. Robinson got a hold of that one and just drove it immediately over the head of Graylin Orr. He didn't even offer at it. It was beautifully hit to left center field. Here's the pitch. Out back to the fence. Dane Webster will scoop it up. I believe the count's 1-1. The transfer from the catcher to the umpire was unsuccessful. That happens. 1-1 is the count. Lawson Woodard back in the box. Here's the pitch from Orr. Swing and a miss. Took something off of that one, and Woodard was out in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 4th here on GramstarSports.com. 1-2 is going to be fouled back here behind us. And Randy Moody almost made a play on it, decided not to. Remember that it is not 1981. Count is 1-2. Upstairs. Boy, I tell you what, down here at third base, runner was creeping. Gotta make sure that is Will Holden. It is. And after going ahead 1-2, Orrs fell behind 3-2. First base is open. And that one hit hard and right under the glove of Luke Lovin. He tried to make a good play on it, couldn't do so. Scoring is going to be Holden easily. Not far behind Jones Robinson. It's a 2-run single for Lawson Woodard, and that makes it 4-0 Swain here in Robbinsville. Pitcher mound visit coming. As you see, Brent Eisenhower, the head coach, trying to calm down Orr. Starting pitcher Braden Ruiz is due up next for Swain. Devils have opened up a 4-0 lead here on the Gramstar Sports Network. First runs of the game coming here in the 4th inning. First runs for either side, for that matter. Pitch upstairs, ball 1, throw to second will be wide. Rylan Orr with a lighthearted stab at Woodard, who swiped second. That's the first stolen base of the game, if you can believe that. Here in the 4th inning. Outside ball 2. Woodard in scoring position. 2 outs. The score is 4-0. My apologies. The scoreboard got a little wonky there, didn't it? Now we got it where we need it to be. Foul back to the fence. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two one. Right back to the fence. Staying busy here in the fourth, having to jog back to retrieve foul balls. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Upstairs, Webster snags it. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4. He lost him. The third walk of the inning issued by Ethan Orr. Carter Hayes will strut up to the plate. They're going to intentionally put him on, make that 4 walks. I'll load the bases. Grady Lewis, who has struck out and walked today, will step up to the plate as the Devils have batted around. Courtesy runner coming in for Hayes. It is Nola Schuler. His hair perfectly coiffed as he heads down to first base. Next to the helmet hair. Gotta love helmet hair any day of the week. Low, ball 1. Devils have loaded him again for the second time in this inning. Low and inside, 2-0 the count. Checking over at the bullpen, I don't see anyone warming up for Robbinsville. So Orr must be the go-to man for now. Finally caught the plate inside. 2 balls and a strike. Scoreless ball game until we got to this frame. That one foul back to the screen as I continue to slowly tilt our camera ever so slightly. We're at about a 14-degree angle right now. Maybe too much, but nonetheless, here's the pitch. 1-2. Inside and upstairs. And he laid off. Grady Lewis wastes the 2-2. Strike 3, caught the plate. Second strikeout of the day for Lewis, and Orr gets out of it, but not unscathed. 4 runs come home on 2 hits, 4 walks, and 3 left on. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's now 4-0 Maroon Devils. Bottom of the 4th, it is 4-0 Swain as we're back live, and starting pitcher for Robbinsville, Ethan Orr at the plate. 3, 4, 5 holes due up. Orr followed by Titan Tisateski and then Quinn Jumper here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0, Orr being patient. 2-0. Way to be patient considering Orr, wants to help out after the 4 runs surrendered in the top part of this inning. 3-0 outside. Going to try to maybe even pitch around Orr. That could be a mistake. Tisateski is a dangerous bat, even though it's his first year playing varsity baseball. All 4 for a pitch walk. Ruiz will jog to first. He'll take the free pass. Titan Tisateski will now jog to the plate. Quinn Jumper is in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Oh, Hayes tried to frame it. Held it firm. Didn't get the call. Gotta love that. Tried so hard to get that call. Tedeschi came into today's game batting .500. So far in this one, though, he has struck out. 2-0 count. 6 straight balls start the inning for Braden Ruiz. Tedeschi chops that one foul right over top of the plate. Two one. Upstairs. 3 balls and a strike. All 4 Tedeschi walks. A light applause back here behind us as the Knights are getting some base runners here in the bottom of the 4th. First time all game they've had 2 on at the same time. Courtesy runner is going to come in for Titan T. Pinch runner, I should say. Excuse me. And they're scrambling to get Chase Calhoun a helmet. He'll come out with that glorious hairdo, another senior for Robbinsville. He'll just end up taking the helmet from Titan T. Tedeschi. Why not? So Calhoun, the pinch runner for Titan T. Knee issues well documented, so he's going to stay off the base path. So no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Glenn Jumper at the plate. Boy, that was a beautiful breaking ball. 0-1 the count. 0-1. Inside. Good take. 4-0 ball game. Devils did all their damage in the top part of this inning. Here's the pitch. Right down Black Knight Way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thursday, we'll bring Copper Basin to town. We believe we're going to stream the baseball game here instead of the softball game because we'll see softball. First pitch, sorry. Strike 3 call. Jumper caught looking for the second time today. Can't pull the trigger. 1 out. Avery Webster, the right fielder, comes up to the dish. We will see Copper Basin Robbinsville softball at Young Harris College during spring break here in about a month. So we may be back here on Thursday. So we'll see softball tomorrow. Baseball Thursday. Friday is going to be on the Maroon Devils network if they get to play. The game will be at Swain County. That one popped up at an awkward angle. They're going to tag Orr out in the base path. Calhoun stops at second. Webster to first. Fielder's choice 6 unassisted. 2 outs. Still no runs across. Robbinsville's got 2 on, however. Dane Webster is the batter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one rips inside as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. Danced right in there. Strike 2. Ruiz breaking ball is lethal. That is just keeping Robbinsville locked up solid in the batter's box. 2-2. And Webster chucks that one to the right side, foul. Well out of play. Both teams, as we mentioned, 1-1 on the season. Conference opener for both programs. Strike 3 called, and the Knights squander their chance to retaliate. 2 are left on. Let's go to the 5th. It is 4-0 Swain County. It is the top of the 5th here at Loudon Orr Memorial Field. Welcome back here to the Grand Star Sports Network. 4-0 Swain County is the report we have to give you. Devils struck for 4 in the 4th. That's all the offense so far. There are hits in that inning. Devils have 4 hits today. Ethan Orr, the starting pitcher for Robbinsville, back out for inning number 5. Count is 1-1. Off the inside part of the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter, that's Rowan Ellis at the plate. 5, 6, 7 holes are due up for us. Schuler and Will Holden will make out the rest of the 3 summoned on the card. Ellis, the second baseman for the Devils. The pitch, low. I'll call it a foul tip. They are. Count is going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beg your pardon, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wow, lost count there for a moment. Full count. And he loses him. Ellis walks to begin the 5th inning. That is the 6th walk issued today by Ethan Orr here in the top of the 5th inning. Horace Schuler, the first baseman, is up next. Up and in. Want to know the count. Wow, what a snap pickoff throw to first by Orr. Good idea. No dice. Misses wide, 2-0 the count. As we always do, fans, we'll head back tonight. We'll crunch the numbers. We'll type up a recap. We'll have it all in the Graham Star for you this week. The Graham Star, of course, our core product here at the Graham Star Sports Network, your hometown newspaper since 1955. Upstairs, ball 3 is 3 balls and 1 strike. Imitators need not apply. We know some regional outlets like to stick around every once in a while. Graham Star is here in the trenches if you'll have it every single week. Ball 4 is in the left-hand batter's box. And for the second straight inning, Orr has started off a frame with back-to-back walks. Will Holden, 7 batter, due up. Orr tumbled down the hill. Oh, and 1 the count. And oh my, that throw went into center field. Miscommunication there. Somebody missed a defensive sign. Error charged, 0-1 count. About to pop up slide out of second base by Forrest Schuler just to make sure he's in there. 2 now scoring position for the Devils. Still no outs here in the top of the 5th. And Ethan Orr lost that one, got his cleat hung in the hill. And them leadoff walks are brutal. They will come back and bite you in the behind every time. Ellis scores on the wild pitch. 5-0 Swain County. Upstairs, count is 2-2. Will Holden at the plate. Now back to the fence, coming right into your living room. Can't get any closer than that and be safe here on the Grand Star Sports Network. Take the bumps for you. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul down the first base line near the entry gate. Count holds. Our spring sports preview is being worked on right now. We're going to be going around the horn here very soon, getting some team photos. Hope to have the baseball and softball teams lined up on your website very shortly. As a strikeout is the first out of the 5th. Spring sports preview will be out, I believe, at the end of the month in the March 28th edition of the Grand Star. And that's the week of the Easter Babies contest, too. Oh, my. Ripped to shortstop Graylador. He'll fire a laser beam at first. T. Sateski can't play it off the hop. And I don't know if they would have had him if he'd snagged it. It would have been close. Run scores 6-0 Devils. Still only 1 out. Batter is Jones Robinson. Out back to the fence. Counts on 1. Hard to believe that just 2 innings ago, Ethan Orr raced the side on 7 pitches. That one low, but caught the zone. 0-2 the count. Tedeschi, nice enough to apply the tag nonetheless, even though Stillwell was already climbing back to his feet from being safe. 0-2 inside, but caught the plate. Strike 3, throw to second over Orr's glove. Bryce Garrison to back it up. He'll take second on the strikeout. And that's 2 gone. Back to the top of the lineup card, Lawson Woodard will be the batter. Runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Chopped, and that is trouble. Orr scrambles, throws it off the palm of his hand. He made the play. Good hustle by Ethan Orr, and that gets Robbinsville out of the inning to come home For the Devils, no hits and 1 left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 6-0 Swain County. Bottom of the 5th, and in the batter's box is Luke Levin. He takes a strike to begin things in the frame. He's working quick. And Levin puts a hurting on that ball. It'll squeak through for an infield, for a single. That is a good start for Robbinsville. Here in the bottom of the 5th, leadoff hit for sophomore Luke Levin. And his classmate Tyler Martinez will take his hacks. On the way. Low and inside. Martinez lays off. 2-0 the count. Graylin Orr lurks in the on-deck circle. 2-0. Check that. 2-1. And that one drops low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Glad you're with us this afternoon here on the Gramstar Sports Network. And Martinez, in more ways than one, wore that one, as they say in the dugout. That one plunked him right in between the shoulder blades. He'll feel that tomorrow. And there's been a pitcher warming up in the bullpen for Swain County. He may be making an appearance. Looks like Burl Woodard may be checking in to the hump. That may be the end of the afternoon for Ruiz after 4 innings of work. Woodard trots up into the infield, and while he gets his warm-up tosses in and Graylin Orr awaits his hacks, we'll step aside. You're watching GramstarSports.com. And we're back live. Burl Woodard has completed his warm-up tosses. He is the pitcher on the hill now. And his first offering of the ball game is going to be a ball, 1-0 the count. Graylin Orr at the plate for his 3rd time today. And he rakes it down the left field line. Just foul at the bag. It's going to squeak all the way foul as it gets to the corner. The Robbinsville walking trail just beyond that outfield fence. Not even a foot beyond it, as a matter of fact. It's a beautiful walk. Can't do it during school hours, obviously. School's been out here in Graham County for the last 2 days. Kids have enjoyed a 4-day weekend. 1-1 count with nobody, a 2-1 count. Check that. And that one blistered in the right center field. Oh my, what a catch. How about that? Good play out in center field. Holy tamale. One out. Boy, Orr got a good chunk on that one. Bad break. It was actually Ruiz out in center field. He just made that play. Nicely done. Low, ball 1. Bryce Garrison at the dish. Garrison has blown out and struck out in the ball game. 2-0 count. Grounded to shortstop. Going to try to turn 2. They won't be able to. Levin will score on the fielder's choice. Garrison, speedy. He'll go to second. in there standing. How about that? So it goes down to the fielder choice 6-4. 11 scores on the error, which would have ended the inning. And Robbinsville has cracked the scoreboard. It is 6-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. Ethan Orr at the plate to add more damage for Robbinsville. 2 outs now in the inning. And that one chopped hard. It's going to bounce over first, however. And Forrest Schuler ruins the hopes and dreams of the Knights rally here in the fifth. We'll go to the sixth. 1 run comes home on a hit. 1 left. Robbinsville trailing Swain 6-1. And welcome back, Quinn Jumper, the new pitcher, as we go into the top of the 6th inning. Here in Robbinsville, it is 6-1, with the nod going to the Swain County Devils. Second pitch from Jumper will be grounded to third baseman Bryce Garrison. A lot of defensive changes come along with this substitution. That was Ruiz on the bat, obviously. 5-3 putout, 1 gone. Carter Hayes comes up. Martinez is still in left. Ethan Orr now in center field. Bryce Garrison came in at third base to relieve Quinn Jumper, who is now, of course, on the bump. Outside ball 1. That one dances away, ball 2. And that one fouled left side. It went behind the white Jeep truck back here behind us. Count is 2-1. And that one hit off the screws. Yow. 2-2 the count. And he lost him. Hayes will walk with 1 out. Up and in, ball 1. Throw to second. Will be late. Hayes takes second. Grady Lewis at the plate. Carter Hayes moves to third on the wild pitch. Count is 2-0. Charging home will be Hayes. He'll score on that one. 7-1 is the score. Messes up. So a pair of wild pitches, and Carter Hayes scores 7-1 now, Swain County. And Lewis draws a walk. Fans were experiencing some difficulty with our connection. We apologize. We're recording a backup copy of this, so we'll try to get it out to you later on, free of charge, on our YouTube page. Fly ball left, center field. It's going to roll for a while. Ethan Orr will cut it off at the track. Lewis stops at third. And Ellis is second. It's a double. Two in score position now. The Devils have really opened this one up. Still only one out here in the top of the sixth. And a swing and a miss. Yanez, 1 ball, 1 strike. Up and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's stop. Might have used your body there, Mr. Webster. That one slowed down a little bit. There we go. I think we're checking back up to watchable quality. Troubleshooting out here. Sorry about that, guys. Got no work on the fly here. Foul ball right behind home plate. There's one out here in the top of the sixth. Swain County 7, Robbinsville 1. This is the Grand Star Sports Network, and we are your exclusive home for Robbinsville Athletics, streaming it all season long and beyond. That is what we do, and we do it to serve these young athletes very best we can. To his scoring position, Quinn jumper on the hill, pitch hit right back to him. They'll try to get the lead runner at home, and it's a super wide throw of the plate. And I'll bring in the 8th Swain County run of the ball game. E1 will fight the runner. There's still no one out in the inning. I'm sorry, there was one out. I apologize. Throw to second. Tried for a double play, but the ball got away from Mr. Webster. Nobody's going to be out. Instead, the runner goes all the way to third. Does Mr. Schuler. Ellis scores. It is 9-1. Still no one out. And it continues along. Here's pitch outside. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm sure what's happened to our scoreboard operator. They fell asleep at the wheel over here to my right. We'll do our very best to keep you informed. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wrote. Left center field. It'll clear all the way to the fence. Martinez cuts it off about a step shy. RBI single for Swain. And boy, have the Devils really opened things up here in the top of the 6th inning. That was an RBI single for Mr. Holden. And it's 10-1. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside. 2-0. That one danced in there. Good pitch by Jumper. 2-1. Batter at the plate is Burl Woodard, the relief pitcher for Swain. That one got away from Webster just enough to cause trouble down to second base. Holden will steal the base. That one got away. Swung on and missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mitchell will be right back in your living rooms at 4:30 tomorrow. Robbinsville Swain softball right across the campus. Join Olivia Lewis and company for first pitch at 4:30 p.m. Woodard will draw a walk. 2-1 for the Devils now here in the top of the 6th. Should qualify that as Burl Woodard that drew the walk. Jones Robinson, the 9th place batter, up to the plate. 1-0 the count. 1 out still. After trying to find the top of the zone, couldn't do it. 2-0 the count. And that one will be ripped to Gray Lenore. And the double play is not going to turn out the way we want it to. Fielder's choice, 6-4, and then an E3 will bring the runner home. It is now 11-1. And Robbinsville's went from being down 4-0 to this almost being a run rule game here in just a few minutes. You don't want that. Two outs now. Here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Jumper. Finds the bottom corner of the zone. Lawson Woodard is at the plate. Robinson leading off from first with 2 gone. That one misses. Ooh, 2 balls and a strike. Foul back to the fence. Should be 2-2. Fly ball left field. Martinez got a beat on it. He'll make the play. That ends a lengthy and ugly top of the sixth for Robbinsville. Errors galore, and the Devils score 5 in the aftermath. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth, and Robbinsville's offense is going to wake up quick. It is 11-1. It is the bottom of the sixth, last chance for the Black Knights, with the run differential being where it's at. Titan Tisateski will try to start off what needs to be a sizable rally here on the Grand Star Sports Network. 11-1 is the docket. It is in favor of the visiting Maroon Devils. 5 runs across in the top of this inning as a plethora of errors proved costly. Teske has a 2-1 count. Beryl Woodard back for inning number 2 of work. Teske goes the other way. Well, whatever works, right? Ropes to right field. He'll leg out a single. I'm sure Chase Calhoun will be summoned to run for him. Oh, maybe not. So leave him on the base path. Glenn Jumper will take his hacks. Struck out a couple of times today. Upstairs over Jumper's head. 1-0 count. And Hayes frames that one on the corner. 1-1 count. In there as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball will poke through the infield. Back-to-back singles for Robbinsville to begin things here in the bottom of the sixth. That's promising. Weaver will make his debut in the game. Now, deck circle is Everett Taylor. 2 on, nobody out. Robbinsville trying to scrape back into this ball game. Score 3. The game will continue. Foul back. It's the tippy top of the fence. Here at the backstop, 0-1 the count. Upstairs count is 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one plastered right over the head. Titan Tisateski took off late. He'll get to third. Standing up. Back-to-back singles. The Knights have loaded them here in the bottom of the sixth. And Big Bad Everett Taylor will look to clear the base path. No outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Taylor took a good hack at it. Count is 0-1. Up and in. Ball 2. 1, excuse me. Counts 2-1. Back, that'll bring one home. Flip to second, throw to first. It's a double play, 2 outs now. Run scores, though. RBI for Mr. Taylor, and that will bring up Levi Roberts, as Robbinsville's last hope is now 11-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Double play turn by the Devils. And Jumper still at third. One count. Here's Roberts taking his second pitch low and away. Counts 1-1. Eisenhower looks like he's emptying out his depth chart over here. Xander Davis is in the on deck circle. Counts 2-1. Chopped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Roberts took strike 3 looking, and that is, I believe, the ball game. I stand corrected. I believe we'll go to the 7th. We'll play some more baseball here in Robbinsville. How about that? 11-2 in favor of Swain County. Top of the 7th, 11-2. So I guess they have sensibly changed that rule. My apologies. I guess I should be more scholared on that. North Carolina is 10 runs after 5, win, lose, or draw, and with Robbinsville scraping ahead by 1 in the 7th inning. Here we are in the 7th. Bryce Garrison, by the way, that has taken over on the mound, senior for the Knights. 2-1 count. Pitch. Chopped. Oh, Garrison right there for it. Easy play to first. 1 out. Ruiz erased. Potter Hayes will come up to the dish now. 1 gone. Back to the fence. 1-0 count. To Hayes on the way. Misses. 3-0. Now it goes back to the fence, ball 4. So 1 right back where it came from, followed by a walk, 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th. Devils with plenty of chances, just keep piling on. Skips away from Webster to second base goes Hayes. Wild pitch. We get to pick up a little bit out here. A little chillier on this Monday evening in Graham County. Allen caught the outside part of the plate. 1-1 the count. Webster thought about it, changed his mind. Counts 2-1. Garrison checks the runner. Pitch. Misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Carter Hayes at third base for the Devils. Here's the pitch. And he lost him. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by Garrison now. Subs coming possibly for Swain. Up the corners now. Count is 0-1. Batter is Rowan Ellis. Ellis rips it right under the glove of Lovin over at second base. Oh my. 1 run scores. And now 2 in score position for the Devils. It's an RBI single for Ellis. And that now makes it 12-2. Owen Fisher, the pinch hitter. Swain has exhausted all but one of its reserves. I don't see Derek Arellano anywhere in the on-deck circle. 0-2 count. And that one hit hard, almost took the umpire's head off. He ducked down. Run scores. 2 runs will come in. 2-run single in relief for Nolan Fisher. Chop foul, counts 0-1. Holden. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Not much to talk about right now. The Devils just continue to pour it on. That's 3 already across in this inning. Scored 4 in the 4th. 2 in the 5th. 5 in the 6th. And 3 already here in the 7th inning. Raked right to Orr. Throw to second. It's going to completely miss Luke Lovin. And Fisher will stop at third. Don't make any excuses. There is some sun over there. I don't know if that just blinded him or what happened. And the error. We'll put 2 more Devils on the base path. Upstairs, ball 1. Woodard, the batter for Swain. He's their pitcher at the moment. Came in the 5th inning. Where he's gotten a little bit of trouble starting pitcher in center field now. Inside and up. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jefferson is trying to get out of this inning with as little damage as possible. Floodgates have really opened here in the second half of the game. Pitcher's duel, more or less, for the first half. Once they cracked the code that was Ethan Orr, he was off to the races. Fielding miscues have not helped Robbinsville's cause today, however. That one misses outside. Ball 3. Counts full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And he lost him. Ball 4. Schuler at the plate, outside, ball 1. Bases are loaded. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul ball will reach the parking lot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's an ahead. 1-2 outside. Sure, with good pluck. Save that one from going to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is up and in, 2-2. Upstairs, 3-2. Check out, I guess that was ball 4, my mistake. Scoreboard wrong. Bases loaded, Walt makes it 15-2. Give Mr. Schuler an RBI. One chopped right to Titan T. Sateski. He'll take the force out. Run scores at home, makes it 16-2. But there's 2 outs now. Two gone. A 1 count. Pitch. Upstairs. 1-1. Fly ball shallow center field. It'll drop in front of Ethan Orr. One runner will score. That will be all. RBI single. And the Devils lead by 15 here in the top of the 7th. Hard to believe this game was scoreless as we went to the 4th inning. Carter Hayes back up for the second time in this inning. Takes first pitch outside, ball 1. And oh my, did Hayes send that to the stratosphere. It's going to drop right in front of the fence. Boy, that was about 6 inches shy of a 2-run homer. Instead, it'll be a double. And the Devils are back in scoring position. Still 2 outs. There's ball 1. One count. Dropped foul. It'll punch the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two misses low and away. It is now 3 balls, 2 strikes. 6 runs across in this inning for Swain County. Popped up, shallow right field. That's trouble. Luke Lovin tried to grab it. It was right off the edge of his glove. A tough play to do it over the shoulder. Run scores. Score that RBI single. Still 2 outs. That one right in there. 0-1. Good pitch by Garrison. And the outside part of the plate. Oh, baby, what a shot to left field. Martinez has it. That will do it. 8 runs come home for the Devils here in the top of the 7th inning. And Robbinsville, truthfully, down to its last 3 outs now, will head to the bottom of the inning. 19-2 in favor of the Devils as we're back live for the conclusion of today's game here on GramstarSports.com. You're seeing Xander Davis step into the batter's box for a pinch hit appearance. To begin things in the 9-hole, Graylin Orr is in the on-deck circle. First pitch misses 1-0 the count. The Devils just peppered the scoreboard since finally breaking through in the 4th inning. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike. Burl Woodard out for his 3rd inning of work for the Devils. Pitch. And it is fouled. 2 balls, 2 strikes. swing and a miss. Davis will strike out. And we'll go to Gray Lenore here at the top of the lineup. As Garrison will grab a bat for the on deck. This one draws to a close here on the Grand Star Sports Network. First pitch to Orr's popped up into foul territory. Hayes tried a beautiful sliding catch, but ran out of room. Stuck the landing, though. Nicely done. Score at 9.5 on a scale of 10. Now it's 0-1. Oh, misses 1-1 strike on Gray Lenore. Do one pitch. Hacked hard. Orr will send that one into the outfield. So a 1-out single here in the bottom of the 7th. I stand corrected. It's going to be a single and an error. Orr will take second on the fielding error in left field. And now Garrison will step in. 1 out. And Orr is in scoring position. And they're 0-1 the count. Ethan Orr is in the on-deck circle. Inside to Garrison. 1-1 strike. That's away from the plate. 2-1. That's chopped into the hole. Throw to first by Woodard's going to be low. Well, he shot that one a little too hard. Orr's going to score. Garrison to second on the E6. It'll be a run across for the Black Knights. First pitch to Ethan Orr is a strike, 0-1. Fouls the second offering back, and that one right off his wrist. Oof, he felt that. Oh, that's a good sting in the hand, and as the weather continues to get a little chillier about the second out here, it's going to feel a little bit worse. 0-2 count. Only 1 out. Offered at it, thought about it, changed his mind. Throw goes wide. Garrison will make him pay. He'll come in to score. Base error will be costly. Or golfs that one to right field. Not enough on it to get out of the park, but it'll be enough to drop for a single in the shallow right field. Titan T. Steski will try to take a hack at it as the Knights do all they can here in the bottom of the 7th. Make this one respectable. Steski got into that one. That's sent to center field. And missed. Or better get there. He will, because the throw will be wide. Boy, errors galore here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Devils have committed not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 errors alone here in this inning. Quinn Jumper will have a chance to come up to the plate with 2 Black Knights on the base path. Conference taking place at the mound here in this 19-4 ball game. Once again, fans, as a reminder, tomorrow we'll be streaming Robbinsville softball across the way, 4:30 first pitch against Swain County. And then on Thursday, we're going to report right back here for duty against Copper Basin. That one will begin at 5 p.m. And Friday, Robbinsville is scheduled to go to Swain County, but Mother Nature may interrupt that. If that game takes place, it will be on the Maroon Devils Network on YouTube. I want to squivel out in front of the plate. Jumper is going to reach because Swain County's fielding has collapsed here in the bottom of the 7th. Ethan Orr is going to jog home and touch the dish. Quinn Jumper will make it to second. Orr scores 19-5. And the batter, Avery Webster, first pitch he sees right back where it came from. That is out number 2, and the Knights are doubled up, but Titan Tzateski's going to score because the throw was off the line. Oh, my. Well, Knights have scored 4 here in the inning and still have another batter up. Dane Webster take a crack at it. That one chopped into the hole to the left of the mound. Burl Woodard will field it, fire. It's going to be dropped at first. Jumper scores. Boy, the Devils are just could have had this one put away multiple batters ago. Instead, Robbinsville trails 19-7 as we scurry along here on the Grimstar Sports Network. Luke Lovin, the batter at the plate, 2 outs, a 1 count. Popped up foul, and it will disappear in the grass. Hey, Webster at first base. He's the only runner on the base path right now for Robbinsville. That one misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'll go down to its last strike. 5-run inning here. Maybe squander that one. Missed outside. Oh, it didn't. It caught the plate. Wow. Strike 3 called. And that's your ball game. So Robbinsville plucks 5 across in the bottom of the 7th. But after being down by, 17 going into the frame, there's not much the effort can do. Black Knights will drop their home opener. Final score 19-7 here on the Grimstar Sports Network. 19-7 is going to be your final. We'll step away and see you tomorrow at 4:30 here on GrimstarSports.com. Robbinsville Swain softball will be coming your way. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. Phillips 3. It's in. She is on fire right now on the Grimstar Sports Network.